All right, so one of the big things that we're going to break down that is always a pain in the butt for anybody that provides lawn care services or those that do it themselves is dandelions. And we're gonna break down the science of those right now and why they keep coming back. So let's talk about this stubborn weed that always pops out there again, the dandelion. It's that little yellow flower you might have picked up as a kid, but now it's the thing that you're constantly battling in your yard. So here's the real question: what even is a dandelion and why will they not go away? So know this, dandelions, they are perennial broadleaf weeds. That means they come back every single year. They're not like crabgrass that just dies off at the end of the season. They survive through the winter and keep on thriving. And so just trust me when I say this, they are a weed that is not lazy. But here's the cool and kind of frustrating part. Each dandelion has a deep taproot that can really reach up between 10 and 15 inches into the soil. And that's the secret. If you just pull the top or only break off part of the root, the rest of it says really no problem, I'll grow back. And then really what you have is the following season they come back, they return again and again. So really when you look at that, there's also then reproduction that is attached to it, because dandelions are masters at reproduction. So each of those fluffy white seeds that you see, those heads, that's actually up to really 200 seeds per flower, and a single plant can produce over 2,000 seeds per season. These seeds are very lightweight, they're designed to float, and they can really travel up to 5 miles in the wind. That's a cool stat to think about. So even if you're doing everything right, your neighbor's dandelion problem can really become your dandelion problem overnight. And so really here's how that happens. The plant, it flowers, then it closes up to form a seed head, then reopens as that puffy white globe. Once that gust of wind comes in and those seeds settle into the thin spots in your lawn where sunlight hits the soil, you then have some germination that will come into play. And it only takes a few days for a new plant to establish. The dandelions, they're very smart, right? They grow low to the ground at first, kind of really hiding from your mower, and then once they're established, they shoot up fast and they flower rapidly, and then they spread seeds even faster before you even notice it. That's why regular mowing doesn't always solve the problem. So really, what can you do about them? You've got really two big weapons that you can look at here. One of them is going to be a spot spray with a selective herbicide that's going to be designed for broadleaf weeds. This will then let you hit the dandelions without damaging the rest of your grass. Another area we can look at here is thickening your turf. Dandelions, they oftentimes thrive in weak, thin, compacted areas that haven't really been aerated in quite some time. Regular fertilization, aeration, as well as overseeding will build a better density for your turf. And so then thick grass will then crowd out the sunlight as well as those weeds that need and are trying to sprout. The biggest mistake people make here is just pulling the top of the plant or mowing it short. Unless you dig out the entire root or apply the right treatment, it's going to be coming back 10 times stronger. So the bottom line here is that dandelions are tough, they are persistent, and they're really built to survive year after year after year. But if you've got the right plan and a healthy lawn as your foundation, you can get really ahead of them and then keep your yard looking clean and weed free.